Today we're going to be talking about section 10.2, which is on arithmetic sequences and series. So we actually can find any term in an arithmetic sequence based upon this equation right here, okay? A sub n, so n is the term you're looking for, is equal to the first term, a1, plus n minus 1 times d, where d is the common difference. So, generally when we're asked to find the fifth term, well, you can start with the first two and then you add a couple. Okay, so it's not too hard to find 5 numbers. But where it gets more difficult is when they ask for the 100th or the 1,000th term in an arithmetic sequence. So we want to be able to use this. So this is an important formula that we're going to be using. So let's apply it to a problem. All right, example 1. It says find the 12th term of the arithmetic sequence 9, 16, 23, 37, or excuse me, 30. And so our job is to find, first off, we need 3 numbers. We need A1, which is our first term. So in our case, that's 9. We need N, the term we're looking for. So in our case, that's 12. And then the last thing is we need D, the common difference. And so you'll notice as I go up from 9 to 16, 20, 16 to 23 and 30, whatever, if we want to find the common difference, what we're going to do is we're going to take the second term, so in our case 16, and we're going to subtract it from the first term, which is 9. And you'll notice that the common difference, what I'm going up by every single time, is 7, right? So my common difference is 7. So I'm going to say, okay, so A12, so the 12th term, is equal to the first term, 9, plus 12 minus 1 times the common difference of 7. And so what I can do is I can actually just put this into my calculator, and I end up getting 86. So we can find the 12th term, it's 86, and all we had to do is know the first term, the term we were looking for, the 12th one, and we can find that the common difference is 7, and we continue on. Now, if you wanted to check your answer, and I'm not going to say you have to because I know it takes time, but if you wanted to check your answer for a number that's 20 or less, you could write out every single one and say, boom, circle it. That's what it is, right? And that's an effective way. This is just a lot faster. Okay, next one. It says write an equation for the nth term of each arithmetic sequence. So now this one, they're just looking for the nth term, right? So our first term in this one is going to be 5. N is just going to be n because we want the nth term. So we'll say n is n. And the common difference of this one, okay, is going to be, well, negative 13 minus 5 is negative 18. So our common difference we're looking for is negative 18. So now that I know D and I know A1, my first term, and I know that I'm going to have N in my answer, I can write the equation of this, right? So it's just going to be A sub N, the nth term, is equal to the first term, which is 5, and then plus N minus 1, because we want it to be the nth term, times negative 18. And I can leave it just like that, okay? We can call that good. Very good. Okay, now let's look at the next one. So our next one, we're looking for the nth term, but they give us something different. They give us the fifth term, right? And so what we can do is we can actually use the fifth term and the common difference to figure out what the first term is. And so we're going to go back to our equation, a sub n is equal to a1 plus n minus 1 times d, right? But we're going to sub in numbers that we know, okay? Well, we know the fifth term, right? So a sub 5 is equal to, and we don't know the first one, is equal to 5 minus 1 times d. So we're going to plug in numbers here that we know. All right, so if we think about it, a sub 5 is 19, is equal to the first term, that's supposed to be a plus 4 times the common difference is 6. So if we think about it, they tell us that, okay, well, 19 is equal to a1 plus, well, 4 times 6 is 24, and we can subtract 24, and we find that negative 5 is equal to a1. Okay, so now I know my first term, and I know my common difference, and I'm looking for the nth term. So we would say a sub n is equal to the first term, which we know to be -5, plus, we want to know the nth term, so we're going to have an n, times 6. Very good.